Let's watch this real quick.
Percent of American women aged between 18 and 45 are running OnlyFans creator accounts. What is it that leads modern and apparently liberated women to go down this particular track in life?
So at the societal level, it's the false ideas of sexual liberation offered by a lot of feminists, which I've written about at length, which tell women lies about the nature of sexual liberation and the desirability of foregoing monogamy and commitment and so on. I mean, this is all stuff that I've written about at length. I think on the personal level, I think it's vanity and impulsiveness that leads to such a high proportion of young women being on OnlyFans. I think that the vanity comes from the wish to be seen as attractive by men, and attracting male sexual attention gives a sort of sugar rush of excitement and self-esteem, which is particularly attractive if you are low on self-esteem.
Put me back in real quick. Look up the what's her name? Piper something over there? Piper Knowles or Piper something? Or yeah, Rock. There we go. There it is. Start with the R. No, go back. Nope. Keep going back. Keep going. Rock. Yeah, there Raquel. It is. Yeah, Raquel.
18
How much?
years old.
18 years old.
2007.
5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you familiar with this chick?
Yeah, the one that made.
How much did she make when
it's a few million.
A few million, like at least a couple million when she started her OnlyFans. And she was 17 on her 18th birthday. She literally, and her mother is the one who's been like setting her up for grooming her, setting her up for this one. How much did she make when she started the OnlyFans thing?
She's from the Launster background, child star. She claimed to have made millions
on the first day. So at least 2 million in the first day. Okay. In the first day.
2.9 million, I guess.
2.9
in 24 hours.
Fuck, man. Okay. So
she hit a million mark under an hour.
Oh my God.
Holy
All right.
shit.
So here's the thing. Louise Perry. Now, the first thing everybody's going to say is, well, you know, she's an outlier. When she is, trust me, yeah, you are correct, sir. She is definitely an outlier. But they'll say, well, you know, what the average chick on OnlyFans only makes $200 a month or something like that. Yeah, but they're still doing it.
They deem it possible.
They're still doing it for $200 a month. The ugly ones are doing it for $200 a month. Piper Raquel, whatever her name was, she made, $1.5 million an hour, right? Showing off her cooter, showing off her boobies, right? That's all it took. 18 years old, boom, 18, day 18. Mom approved. In fact, mom's the one that like put her up to it.
Wow.
Don't give me this horse shit about, they want to feel sexual. They're low self-esteem, blah, 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 blah. First of all, Piper does not appear to be low self-esteem. Mom certainly sees the grift. And now they're instant millionaires. It's not that every girl can do that. It's any girl can do that, right? It's not every girl will, it's any girl can. Or at least the perception is that any girl can. So we've asked this on Rule Zero Rule Zero. We've asked this on Access Vegas a few times. Some of the girls that are on there, it's like, the girls who are presently on OnlyFans or have been before, first of all, like, you know, how much money are you making now? And a lot of them they're not saying in the millions, but they're saying, you know, 10,000, 20,000 a month. Still not chump change. And certainly better than they would be making off of like a traditional career. And so the possibility, the probability, whatever, the potential exists for making that money. I'm not saying it's all about the money, because it certainly isn't in the beginning. And that's another thing that I asked the girls on the show. I said, look, what made you start it? Was it the prospect of the money, or did you just like to take your clothes off and you're just like a sexual person? You want to see where it went, right? Usually it's something like that. Usually it's like, well, I wanted to, it's safer than stripping, right? And the potential for making money is greater than stripping. And that's how it gets started. And it's certainly a better prospect than going to nursing school, going to be a veterinarian, going into psychology, going into social work, going into whatever else. In fact, I have talked to women on Adam Sosnick's show and my show as well, where women who actually became nurses, like surgical nurses, and hot piece of ass. She's a good looking girl. Like her claim to fame is she quit nursing because she made more money as an OnlyFans model, or OnlyFans, fucking on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
To the tune of $100,000, $200,000 a month. I'm saying that she's not typical, but when girls see that, they go, "Oh, I'm cute. I'm 18. That bitch is like fucking 30. I could fucking outdo her. So start an OnlyFans."
Because the marketing's tied to what they're already doing on Instagram.
We've democratized sexuality is what we've done. We've made it available to any chick that can do it. That's what it's about. But so you got to remember, like in the beginning, the money is not necessarily, I mean, there's the possibility of money as an incentive, but there has to be something else. Well, they're all low self-esteem and that's why they do it. That's a cop-out. I hate this bullshit about damaged women. Can we stop with the horseshit about that woman? Only damaged women do OnlyFans. Only damaged women do strip at Sapphire, right? Only damaged women have hybristophilia. Only damaged women insert the blank. You can use that for anything, for any fucking social ill that has anything that's unflattering to women. Well, yeah, women do that, but only like, emotional damage. Only emotionally damaged women do that. Horseshit. Women of all stripes, all intelligences, all psychologies, all whatever. The potential is there. They can do it. It's not, if that were the case, you would see all these women who are just like going to therapy and like, how do I get out of OnlyFans? My God, I'm depressed. So I started OnlyFans. It didn't work out for me. Where's my support group? No, you don't see that happening. In fact, you see more and more, like if you look at I look at these all the time because I had Sam Bada and Rugby send me the stats for OnlyFans every now and then, like who's doing it. How, like, you track it from like 2018 all the way up to 2025. Okay. It is exponential, the growth of OnlyFans. Now, did it spike in 2020? Absolutely. But if you look at the growth from, if you took out 2020 and you look at the growth from 2018 through 2025, exponentially high. And remember, OnlyFans is a privately owned company too, right? There ain't no the public offering or nothing, man. Top earners. Yeah, there you go. But you got to remember, like, the top earners make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Was it Sexy Red is one of those? I forget who it was.
I guess this is Black China, 20
Black
million
China
per
still
month.
on top of their game. Bella Thorne, remember when she first came out?
That's 11 million.
She pulled the same shit that Piper did. Who else? Cardi B's on there. Cardi B.
Mia Khalifa,
who left the porn industry, is one of the top earners. You notice there's no dudes' names on there?
I haven't seen a single dude.
There's not a single dude on there making that kind of money. So let's just cut the shit, can we? Yeah. It's time to get down to brass tacks here, man. Yeah. The men, they're the ones that are running the accounts. No, they're not.
The impulsiveness comes from that OnlyFans is so often sold, I think falsely, as a means to make easy money. The vast majority of people in OnlyFans don't make much in the way of money at all. There's a very intense Pareto distribution on OnlyFans where most people make practically nothing, and then there are a few very high earners who make all the money and become famous, and obviously promoted by OnlyFans because that it invites more content creators to join the platform. So that they're given this promise of, oh, maybe you'll become vastly wealthy by doing this easy job. And a lot of people don't think about the long-term effects of that. I mean, I always say that OnlyFans is to the marriage market as a criminal record is to the jobs market.
Now, people hear that and they're like, yeah, she's right. I'm guilty of this too. I've said the same things. Like, women can't run away from their digital footprint. That's why women get so upset when you start talking about body count. It's like, because they know they can't get away from it, so they have to change the dynamic. You have to change how that rule works. So if only insecure fuckwits, incels care about body count, then it absolves them of anybody going and trying to figure out what there you go, trying to figure out what what her past or sexual past is. Right? Why is it important to you? Only insecure fuckers think of that. Well, if I can convince a generation of guys that they're insecure for like being concerned with body count, then it doesn't matter what your digital footprint is. Then there is no consequences. There is no bad, there's no results, negative results of having done that, because anybody who would be concerned with that shouldn't be concerned with that. So it's basically, instead of trying to cover your track, you can't make it go away. The internet's forever. It's going to be there forever. But the thing is that if you can make everybody believe that it shouldn't matter, now you've changed the nature of the game. And that's really what it comes back down to. So it's like saying that that's a negative impact. I think right now it is. I've had this discussion on with Mike. I've had this on Fresh and Fit a few times. I think I even said this on Tim Pool at one point, is that we're going to get to a point where if your mom is on OnlyFans and you're a kid in school, people might make fun of you, or they might say, "Hey man, I just subbed to your mom's OnlyFans. Just jerked off your mom," or whatever. The thing is you're going to get to the point where everybody else's mom has been on OnlyFans too. So they're not going to say anything about it because it's just going to be so normalized. Oh, well, you're jerking off to my mom, so you jerk off? Like, there's some, like, I don't think that the social stigma that we have right now, or we like to think we have right now, because I don't even think it's that bad, it'll be non-existent, because we'll cross that Overton window where it's like, yeah, so what? Did you get are you at $9.95 or are you at the $24.99 $24.99 level? Like, is that your membership subscription? Stop being a cheap fuck.
Oh, your mom was cheap.
Yeah. So the thing is that, you could say, oh, we're going to hold women accountable. You're not going to hold fucking women accountable, dude. None of these guys are holding anybody accountable, because at some point it's just going to be so normalized, and like you're going to get to a point where there's going to be a generation of men who don't care. They just simply don't care about that because everybody else is doing it. And so to say, well, I couldn't marry her. Why? Well, she had an OnlyFans. Why? Who cares? All chicks have OnlyFans, right?